Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? How are you? I want to thank you guys so very much for coming in and joining this training on fundraising during COVID. One of the things that I am very aware of is that during this time of the coronavirus, so many things regarding our organization has changed. The way we may meet, the way that we may deliver a program, and even the way we fundraise, that the way that we have been doing things traditionally, we're not going to be able to do all the way the same as we had done previously. And so I felt like it was my responsibility. I felt that it was an opportunity for me to inspire and encourage and direct you all in the area of how you can maintain your organization's revenue and fundraising efforts through some of these ideas. Now, why am I the person to speak about this? I've been fundraising and raising money, hundreds of millions of dollars for organizations nationally and internationally for over 30 years. And so being able to pivot and to move with the times, being flexible, being knowledgeable, and being prepared that when you have a budget, when you have programs that need to be delivered, that you then have the systems and the skill set to ensure that those things happen, right? And so I want you all to be encouraged and inspired that even during this time of COVID, fundraising is absolutely something that you all can do, all right? I want to share with you during this time examples of how to get it done. The getting it done is raising the money, staying connected with your donors and your contributors, delivering impactful program in a meaningful way, sharing your impact, bringing attention to the work that you do, and ensuring that people who don't know who you are, don't know the work that you do, are invited, inspired, engaged, and encouraged to support your work. And this is done on a daily basis, right? So there are several ways and streams of fundraising, but just being aware that your organization is in position to raise the funds and that you can do it. And so I'm going to give you all some examples of what you all can take action on right away as it relates to your nonprofit organization, all right, as it relates to your organization. These are some examples of what has been done over the last 60 or 90 days, right? These are fundraising ideas that were done during COVID, okay? 100 laps before 100. This man decided that he was going to raise money for a cause and that he was going to do 100 laps before what he turned 100 years old. And so he was getting contributions and donations for every lap, right? For every lap. So very much like a walkathon or runathon, he used this opportunity to raise money by doing laps. And this is, again, something that you all can do within your organization. This man created a garden marathon, a garden marathon. So he was raising money by producing food, right, in food deserts and getting sponsorships for various fruits and vegetables and things that he could plant. And that was a way of generating money. You know, donate for a particular item that's going to go into the garden, and those items going into the garden is going to be able to impact or share within his organization. One of the things that's really key is your ability during this time to think outside the box. Again, realizing that some of the things that you may have planned starting in January, some of those plans may look different, but it doesn't mean that you can't move forward in accomplishing many of those things that you had planned through your fundraising events. You just may have to do them differently, right? But the plan, the ideas, the opportunities to raise money are still there. And that's what I want to go over with you during this time, and just give you some insight and how to move forward with your fundraising effort. This is one idea. It's a device drive. It's a device drive. For those of you who work with young people or with the elderly or anyone, and you require equipment. You required programs that you didn't need in January, right? You had a location, you had a space where people possibly could come in and use the equipment, or you could outsource through a partnership, and maybe that is something that you can't do right now. However, you can turn to your community, your donors, your funders, and use this as an opportunity to let your supporters, let your community understand how donating a device, be it equipment, be it computers, be it programs, or even the resources for you to support those things or to purchase those things, how that device drive is going to be instrumental and pivotal during this time. Again, explaining to them that in January and February, you didn't need all these devices. The people possibly, if you're dealing with young people who are at home and they don't have access to the computer, right? They don't have access. Or let's say you're dealing with people who are looking for jobs and job creation, but they don't have the device. You now are able to use this program, this device drive, to help raise money and awareness of how a device is going to help you continue to deliver your program and meet the financial needs for that effort. All right, so that's one idea, is a device drive. Another one is a digital happy hour, a digital happy hour. So you offer a free digital happy hour in support of, your organizations, in support of a food bank, or the support of beverages, or whatever it is that, people, if you're working with folks who have been displaced because of COVID, they're in fear of losing their home, they're in fear of food scarcity. Okay. So now, attendees, they come, they have a cocktail party at home, and they're fellowshipping. They're having on social media, possibly on Zoom or some other type of social platform, and they're having a happy hour. And while they're having a happy hour, you're answering questions, you're giving information, the people are texting donations and being inspired to help you reach this goal. Again, you're staying connected with your donors and your contributors. Again, you are raising resources and awareness around what your cause is and how they can help, and you're able to do some great work at the same time from the comfort of your home, right? So you don't need a space for this. You don't need to rent materials and supplies, as it were. You're able to do this activity right away, right? And again, calling on your donors, your supporters to be a part of that, okay? To be a part of that. Number 3 is a pajama party or a virtual gala, all right? A pajama ball, pajama ball or a virtual gala. And this can be done on Facebook and YouTube. And so you invite your attendees to come. There's questions, there may be a special speaker, there may be a special presentation, and they're done from the comforts of their home. And so you don't need to dress up, you don't need to drive across town, but they're a part of it because they want to help raise money and to help, cover what would have been overhead for your organization. And let's say you had an event planned, and as opposed to canceling the event, you then would reach out to your donors and contributors and let them know that by supporting your work, would they be willing to give you or to continue to let you use those funds to help your organization pivot during these times. Offering a refund first is never the option, all right? You letting them know that their support of the program, either through the gala that you had planned for this fall or this summer, or any other type of event, that you now still need those resources. And so you're offering them an opportunity to make that flat out donation, that contribution to your organization, and then letting them know how you're going to use those funds to grow your program, expand your program, deliver your program during this time of COVID, okay? So wherever possible, the option is not to return the money. The option is to communicate with your donors and your supporters and your sponsors, as it were, to give them another option to attend the event, to be a part of the event, but doing it now in a virtual format. So again, you would have a speaker, again, you would have the testimonials, again, you would have the stories about your program that you could share. All of those things are still yet relevant, but they just won't be done at a space, right? They won't be done at a particular space. Okay. A virtual run and walk is another way that you can do this. You see people who are out exercising, participating in physicalness, particularly if it's young people, right? If you're dealing with young people or anyone, just taking this opportunity to pledge their commitment while they're walking, while they're exercising, getting their supporters, getting their friends, getting their colleagues to support the miles that they would walk. And those monies raised would go to support your organization during this time of COVID. And again, the goal is, the campaign is to help you all really meet that gap, that financial gap that has been caused because of COVID. Letting your donors know that no one could have foreseen organizations and businesses closing down over these last 60 to 90 days. However, the need that your organization provides through the community work that you do is needed more now than ever. And so you are looking forward to continuing to do the work, continue to meet the need, to continue to fill that gap in service, and you're looking forward to sharing the impact with those that support through these virtual walks and so forth. Okay. So again, just using the words, the opportunities now to raise funds for your organization. All right. You guys can have a movie night, right? A movie night is something that's really great. You could pick a movie or a documentary or something that's really aligned with your cause, aligned with your mission. Where you all are able to share the movie, sell tickets for the movie, right? Get the permission from the movie theater, right? Because if you're going to sell something, you've got to get their okay. But wanting to make sure that all of your clearances are done appropriately. But hosting a virtual movie watching event, right? If it's something that's premiering, going to the television or going to the movie studio and asking, could you premiere the new movie for a fundraiser for your event? That's done all the time, right? That's done all the time. So having this watch party, again, having it virtual, then having a chat during the movie, right? People are giving, people are donating, everyone's sitting at their home, eating their popcorn and enjoying the conversation and tying it into why this work that you do, if in fact you're doing a movie in relation to the work that you do, then you want to be able to share with them, how this work that you're doing is so important and relevant in your community right now. So hosting a movie night is another great way to raise money. Then you have a virtual cooking lesson, right? So you might be able to partner with a restaurant or a chef within your community and do a virtual cooking class. And so people could pay for this opportunity to cook with a chef in your community, some local cook chef using local ingredients, and just really walking everyone through it. So everyone who registers, you send them out the ingredients that they need, and they get to have a virtual cooking class. And then you get a chance to sit and enjoy the meal together virtually. And while they're enjoying the meal, you have an opportunity to talk about your organization. You have an opportunity to share about the work that you're doing. You get an opportunity to just really reconnect or connect with your donors in a meaningful way. All right, it's something that's fun for them. The same thing can be applied in the same vein as a virtual paint or craft night fundraiser. Okay, so you could find a way, like a wine and design. You're very familiar with those. You would go to these places, and you guys would have wine, and there would be a canvas, and people would paint the same picture. Very much can be done as a virtual paint or craft night fundraiser. And so again, you are inviting people to come. You could be highlighting or spotlighting a certain wine. You could get that as a sponsorship. You could get the artwork possibly donated as in kind, and just have a really great time during this night of sharing, of engaging, educating and inspiring, and then possibly selling that art, right? Auctioning off that art as additional ways to raise money as well once those photos have been captured. All right. There could be a birthday challenge, a virtual fundraiser. Usually you see these things on Facebook. All right. So just really inviting people to use these birthdays to raise money for a great cause. Now, what I would do as a little twist is having them come onto your page and you shouting out each person that makes the donation. One, it connects you with that person. Two, it lets you know who they are, right? You want to be able to cultivate and deepen your relationship with your donors outside of Facebook, outside of any platform, okay? So let's say you're turning 32, and so you want to invite all your friends to make a $32 donation through your page. Now, what I would do is set up a different landing page. Don't let them donate through Facebook. All right. Don't let them donate through Facebook. Create a landing page where they then are donating directly through that landing page. You now have the access to capture their names, their phone numbers, their email addresses, so that you can send them the receipt and also continue to cultivate them on a deeper level that sometimes you cannot do through Facebook. All right. So again, creating that landing page where they're giving, but you're acknowledging them not through their giving directly through Facebook. All right. So these are some other ideas. You've got the virtual walk and run, the virtual gala, the virtual online shopping sale, right? So if you know someone who has a boutique, if you know someone who has some specialty items that they're willing to donate or contribute, then you can have a virtual online shopping sale as well. Again, you're getting your donors engaged, you're getting them something that they can enjoy, but you're also being able to share with them, to talk about what you're doing, raising money for a great cause, and then capturing their information so that you can continue to cultivate them well beyond this event. All right. So you've got an online auction, you got virtual conversations and discussions. Let's say you have someone who's a celebrity or a local celebrity or someone that is noteworthy within your community, and inviting them to come and to have a really relevant conversation and charging a fee for this virtual conversation. You can even have a VIP where they have an opportunity to meet and to converse with these individuals one-on-one privately. It could cost a little bit more during that VIP, and it's done virtually, right? They don't have to leave their home. You don't have to pay for airfare or car. You don't have to pay for meals. So you're able to save money and raise money at the same time. All right. You could have a peer-to-peer fundraising campaign. You could have a virtual talent show, a virtual open mic. Again, get a local talent and they're there, and you all let them know that this is a fundraiser for your cause. Create a monthly, an online gaming tournament, possibly, virtual bingo or something like that. A free digital download with a donation. Let's say someone who's in gaming, or someone who does movies, or someone that does music of some kind, right? And so with each contribution, you give them the download, and those monies raised go towards your organization and your cause. All right. And then a virtual fundraiser, raffle fundraiser is another idea. And you can raffle off anything, right? Nowadays, you could go to Hertz. You could go to these car companies that are threatening to lose their to close down because of where we are in COVID, and asking them if they would donate. Back in the day, we used to raffle off cars all the time, cars and houses, right? Cars and houses. And so if there are houses within your community, speaking with the state, speaking with the city, possibly even a bed and breakfast. There's all kinds of ways that you could use this virtual raffle idea to generate money for your organization, to help you raise the money to do the work that you do right now during this time of COVID. All right, guys, this is what I want you all to be encouraged and to know. Fundraising is something that is an ongoing activity. And what is fundraising? Fundraising is your opportunity to get in front of your donors, your contributors, your would-be donors and contributors, and really inviting, engaging, inspire them to give to your organization. Now, how and why would they become a donor? They would become a donor because they're interested in the work that you do. They're interested in the impact that you have. All right. So all of these ideas are designed around your ability to articulate impact, your ability to share the value of your organization right now as relevant, as viable, and as a good investment during this time, and especially during this time of COVID. Okay. So I want you all to take these ideas. I want you to implement them, execute them. I want you all to also remember that my team, we're wanting and ready to work with your organization to help you strategize, help you build out the plan, help you put the system in place, and help you, kind of take the time off of your hands and do it with you and for you. We write your letters, we engage your donors, we send them out the reminders and the emails that go out, and even, helping you create your best potential campaigns that's going to help you raise the most money. Again, I've been raising money and have been successfully raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for organizations nationally and internationally, and having someone on your team to do the work for you so that you don't have the stress, you don't have the headache, you don't have to waste time and money trying to figure it out on your own, because every day that you're not raising money is every day that you're losing money. Every day that you are trying to figure out what to do next is every day that some donor, some business, some organization is making a decision to support another organization who's in place and who's ready for those funds. And so we want to get you to that place. We want to position you in front of those donors in the right way and in the best light, in a professional light. And so we're here to help you do that. Feel free to go to my website, call me, get on my calendar, whatever it is that you need to do. We can write the grants for you. We can write the letters for you. We can put together your content for you. All of that we can do for you. It's going to save you time. It's going to make you money. It's going to save you money. And it's going to give you really more time to focus on the work that you love, which is the program, right? Having someone and having us on your team to help you strategize, take the weight off, help you even manage your board in this activity, giving them the tools that they need to execute these ideas and more, is what's going to help take your organization through this time. Now, listen, if you know what your gap is, if you know what your budget gap is, let's say right now between, March or February to date, your gap in your budget, let's say is 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Then we want to help make sure that you are putting together the right ask to raise that money quickly, right? Because that gap is your capacity to deliver the program, right? So we want to make sure that your asks are strong, that your asks are clear, and that you are engaging with your donors or your prospective donors in a very real way that produces more interest, more support, and more evangelism. We want them to become evangelists for your organization. So you should not be doing this work all by yourself. And so I just wanted to share this with you. Again, if you would like for us to do the work with you, do it for you, we can take it off your hands totally, and we can help you leverage some of these ideas. But I want you guys to take this information, do something with it. Comment below in the comments, what idea are you guys going to institute? Just comment which one you're going to do or which two over the next 30, 60 days. And if my team and I can help you get it off the ground, we do the landing page for you. We'll do the website for you. We'll do the letters for you. We'll do the social media content for you in a way that's going to be direct, that's going to be asking. A vague ask gets a vague response. A vague ask gets a vague response. So we want to make sure that you all are operating efficiently, effectively, and successfully. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining in. I hope that this was helpful and insightful. And more importantly, I hope that it's something that you guys can execute and institute right away. I am Jennifer Yarbrough. I am your nonprofit expert, guys, here to make sure that all of your goals, your dreams, your aspirations for fundraising are achieved. And as I shared previously, how you fundraise today is different than how you fundraised in January. How you fundraise today is different than how you fundraised in February. And I want to make sure that you have everything that you need to be able to fundraise today successfully for your organization to continue to operate and to deliver your impactful program. All right, guys, I'll see you in the comments. Having a wonderful and amazing rest of your day. Blessings.